Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 506S DBA. This is a dark bronze anodized aluminum carpet threshold is what this is. Not uncommon that you're going to see this sort of threshold installed in areas where you have, well, carpet on both sides. These will go down to Florida all the time where there's a lanai and there's some sort of flooring condition in the lanai that, while it's not carpet, this sort of carpet threshold is perfect for what's being done. Okay, you can see the underside sort of profile. And the 506 is representative of this exact profile. Now the DBA means dark bronze anodized. This is also available in MIL, which is mill aluminum, and then GLD, which is gold anodized aluminum. There's an image below this video showing the important dimensional properties of the item. Let's go over that now. You can see that it's 4-inch wide, very common, and then it's 7/16 of an inch tall. And that's important to know as well. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure that will allow you to review this and their sister products in terms of a couple of other, well, a handful of other pieces related to this. What they're not giving, unfortunately, is the dimension from the bottom side of this angled piece to the bottom of the web, and I'm going to measure that now. That's 3/16 of an inch. So you've got a 1/4 inch underneath here. So your flooring condition, you know, of a 1/4 inch, or if your carpet's just a little bit thicker, if that indeed is the case, this will of course allow you to crimp that down, and that's the design intention with this angled sort of piece that's here. Okay, this is available in, and by the way, this is not certainly residential use in that sort of odd application that I mentioned earlier, or less common, but you'll see this in hotels, you'll see these in banquet halls, anywhere where you're combining two disparate pieces of carpeting, which would, the banquet hall, the corridor doors, the corridor carpeting, the set of doors into the banquet hall room, and then the different carpeting that might be inside of there. Okay, typical and common for that application. Available in several different lengths on the website. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is this: if you had to take this 48-inch piece and cut it down to say 42-inch, you'd eliminate that soldier stack of these two countersinks that are here. The next ones are all the way over here. So you're stuck drilling a couple of new holes. Maybe not such a big deal, but sometimes getting a nice countersink like that is a problem. And a threshold like this is obviously going to be installed in an exposed location, and you're going to need to have proper installation. If you ordered a custom length, indicate that in the comment field. We'll not only cut it to length and give you a nice factory edge, but we'll locate those countersinks at the proper distance from the edge, and then the proper center to center as well. And speaking of them, screws are obviously included in a complementary finish. Okay, so very typical sort of screw installations. Now the name Hager, quite frankly, is synonymous with hinges. Hager hinge, their namesake. They've been making hinges for, the joke around here is, for longer than the pistol's been around. While that's not literally true, it's not that far off either. So they're a hinge company. Everything that you can think of in terms of commercial and residential hinges, everything. But that is really only the surface of what they do. They are a comprehensive provider of practically everything hardware related in what we would call Division 8. Lock sets, door closers, panic devices, trim and auxiliary hardware, push poles, kick plates, door stops, weather stripping, sliding door hardware, bypass, pocket, bifold, signage, filler plates. Of course, their Roton series of aluminum continuous geared hinges. They do everything to the door except the door and frame itself, and I wouldn't be surprised to learn that they were thinking about that as well. I'm partial to Hager, and it's primarily because of a several decades standing relationship working with Hager. Nice quality products, comprehensive. As a distributor, they're handy because you can practically get everything you need from them. And there is a solid client base, at least here in Chicago, that is very partial to them as well, because they've become very comfortable with and have become to depend upon the Hager quality that stands behind that name. And I have nothing really to add to that, except that I agree. There are some. Hager is a company that is certainly worth consideration as it comes to doors and hardware. And their weather stripping. So, if you have any questions on the Hager 506S, DBA carpet separator type threshold, or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.